talk, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so with ease, let go of the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that...
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Kill the
Silence!
Give me Kill the silence. Till it makes me feel, till it makes me feel, till it makes me feel. Lead me away. Show me that I'm human. Till it makes me feel, till it makes me feel, till it makes me feel.
Sick.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Niner defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This will be caught by Brown. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Nix. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Get set.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Down the sideline he goes. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards.
Another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch out.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. Second and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
So from the 17, here's second and 7. Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Will connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10. You look at this Niner defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now it's Nix. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mims in motion left. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. I put some points on the board on this one.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
24-yard line.
Yellow. 118. What's up? Yellow. Up.
Purdy off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Niners at 8-1 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Yellow. Yellow.
Now Purdy. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Over set. Ready.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped it for no gain.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try to turn it into 6.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be starting with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Get set. You're not. Buddy, team.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Outside. 21. 18. Yellow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
This one out quickly to Watkins. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's second down.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. Again, that's Watkins. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
18!
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Yellow. Yellow.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Nix. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd and 10.
Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throws quickly. He's got George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Purdy. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set. Watch out. Box.
Again running left, it's McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And across across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Nick's going to keep this himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 8-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
18, watch out! 21.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
6-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
18, watch out!
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Outside! 18!
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here. So take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 3. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning the 4th straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Nix to the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
21, 21. Yellow.
Now Purdy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 12.
53.
Brings up third down.
Yellow.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll try to do it himself. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 41 yards. And the Niners are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Broncos 3. Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that